You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Hello everyone, my name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to another brand new edition of 15 minutes of Turkish Football, Turkish Super Lig Podcast. We'll recap the Week 6 and we'll preview the Week 7 coming up starting this Friday. First, let's dig into what happened in the past weekend, and it has been what a weekend that we had. Beşiktaş, after losing at home, lost the top spot to Konyaspor. Başakşehir moved to second place. Adana Demirspor moved to fourth place after they beat Trabzonspor. And Galatasaray winning their match against Kasımpaşa. They are right behind Adana Demirspor with same points, 13 points at fifth place. Fenerbahçe had a bye this weekend. They did not play. And the talk of the town this past weekend again was the Turkish referees. Bad Turkish referees. You've probably heard me saying this too many times on this podcast, also on my Twitter account. But I tell you, every team, every match so far after Week 6 played, there isn't one weekend that we didn't talk about the Turkish referees. They are making stupid mistakes, stupid calls. This has to stop because they are hurting some of the teams. This could be any team, but every match that is on playing this past weekend, pretty much all the teams were complaining about the Turkish referees. So, whatever they have to do, they have to change the format, system, the way that elect these referees. Also, the VAR system, they have to get better referees in there. Otherwise, we're still going to have same thing what we had this past season. It's not going to stop. So, on the Week 6, as I told you in the beginning of the podcast, the Week 6 started on Friday. Alanyaspor was at home. Actually, let me give you this insight. In the Week 6, there were 21 goals scored and 4 draw matches. Four of the matches finished with tie, and only one away team won the match, if you call it away, because Galatasaray was playing in Istanbul against Kasımpaşa in their neighborhood. So Galatasaray was the only official team that won away match in the Week 6. On Friday, Alanyaspor at home tied with newcomer Ankaragücü 1-1. On Saturday, there were 3 matches. Konyaspor at home beat Hatayspor 1-0. Konyaspor is looking good. That's why they're on top of the Turkish Super Lig at the end of Week 6. Gaziantep at home tied with newcomer Ümraniyespor 1-1. And Fatih Karagümrük, Andrea Pirlo's team, tied with Giresunspor at home 1-1 also. On Sunday, there were 3 matches. Sivas was at home against newcomer Istanbulspor. They tied at home 1-1 again. Kasımpaşa was at home against Galatasaray. As I mentioned to you, Galatasaray came back to win this match 3-2. I will go into details. And Kayserispor at home beat Antalyaspor. Antalya hasn't won any match in their last 7 matches. Nuri Şahin's team right now does not look good. They don't look the way that they did finish the league last season. On Monday, it was a Super Monday in the Turkish Super Lig. Beşiktaş was at home against Başakşehir, as they lost this match against Başakşehir 1-0, and another match at home. What a match! What a match in Adana. Adana Demirspor beat defending champions Trabzonspor 3-2, and Adana Demirspor scored the winning goal in the very last minutes of the match, and a player Samet scored this goal with his leg mixed with his knee. I never seen a goal like this in a long time. But it was a superb goal. And Trabzonspor does not look good at all. Defending champions right now, they're not winning matches. And they're playing every 3 days match because they have matches in Europa League. We'll talk about those. As I told you, in the week 6, Fenerbahce had a bye. They will play their Europa League matches, actually Conference League match, actually European League match on Thursday. All the Turkish teams will play their European matches on Thursday. So let me talk about, after these week 6 matches ended, Konyaspor with 14 points on top of the Turkish Super Lig. There are 4 teams with exactly same points, 13 points. Başakşehir is in second place. Beşiktaş is in third place. Adana Demirspor is in fourth place. And Galatasaray is in fifth place with all 13 points. There are 4 teams with 13 points. And the 6th place is Gaziantep with 11. 7th place is Fenerbahce with 10 points. And 8th place, Trabzonspor with 10 points. The bottom of the barrel, the last team, Ankaragücü, newcomer, only 1 point. 18th place team, Hatayspor with only 1 point. And 17th place, Ümraniye, another newcomer with 2 points. 16th place, İstanbulspor with 4 points. And Sivasspor is at 15th place with 4, and 14th place is Fatih Karagümrük with 5 points. Kasımpaşa and Antalyaspor with 6 points of each. Now, come back to the Galatasaray-Kasımpaşa match. Kasımpaşa scored first, and then Galatasaray came back and won the match. This match, it was very exciting match, and Galatasaray beat Kasımpaşa 3-2 in this match. Kerem Aktürkoğlu, the guy that hasn't scored in so far, he scored 2 goals in the week 6. Another goal for Gomez. Gomez scored the goal again, and in this 6 games so far, Galatasaray scores 7 goals. 3 of these goals are, or actually 4 of these goals scored by Gomez, and they allowed 4 goals in 6 matches. Galatasaray, all the new Icardi and Mata did not play, but Milot, Rashica, and Yusuf Demir came in the second half. They both looked good. Can you imagine when Icardi and Mata starts to play with Galatasaray? It is going to be the team to watch. In Beşiktaş game, the referee made the worst mistake. I think that was the penalty kick. If you watch that position again, when the player is down, obstructing the ball, when there's a player, Beşiktaş player, right behind him to get the ball touches his left hand and right hand, and he hugs the ball. That should be automatically penalty kick. And this referee, that was not the only mistake he did. He made a lot of stupid calls in this match. And that should have been penalty. And that didn't happen. And Başakşehir only took a 1 shot and came from their new transfer. He is a very good player. Played in Premier League. Bertrand Traore. He is a good player. He was the goal scorer for Başakşehir. So that was the game. And I think week 6 was good for Başakşehir and Konyaspor. And Galatasaray, not so good for Trabzonspor and Beşiktaş. Now, week 7, let me give you a week 7. Week 7 will start with a bang on Friday. Galatasaray will be at home against Konyaspor. This should be a huge match. Galatasaray with 13 points and a Konyaspor with 14 points. A winner will probably claim the first place at the end of week 7. In the case they draw on Saturday matches or Sunday matches, one of these teams that has 13 points will probably grab the first place if one of these teams on Friday don't win. On Saturday, there are 3 matches. Ümraniye will host Kasımpaşa. Antalyaspor will be at home against Adana Demirspor. This should be a very good match. İstanbulspor will host Beşiktaş. And another good match. Beşiktaş should win this match no matter what. Sunday, there are 4 matches. Trabzonspor will host Gaziantep. This should be a dandy match. Başakşehir will be facing Fatih Karagümrük. Fenerbahçe will be at home against Alanyaspor. And Ankaragücü will be hosting Sivas on Sunday. There's no matches on Monday because of the national team break. There will be a recess until October 1st. And the Turkish national team will play their games. So it's like probably more than 10 days, the teams will have breaks. Now, another news that Arda Turan called it quit. He on his social media, he said that he will quit playing soccer, and he will quit playing football, and he will look into get better as far as coaching or being a sports manager in the future days. I think most likely in future days you might see Arda Turan, if he doesn't start his coaching license training, he might be as a sports director for Galatasaray in a few weeks. Arda Turan, at the age 35, played for Turkish national team, Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona. Made a good name for himself. He was good on the pitch. He should have, if he would have kept his himself very disciplined and then be match ready, fit, he should have played for another couple years, because 35, we have players in the Turkish Super League are playing at the age 38 right now in the Turkish Super League. So there was no reason why Arda shouldn't play, but I think he just, what happened off the field and it just distracted him, his playing on the pitch. We wish him a lot of luck. He made a lot of Galatasaray fans proud. He made a lot of Turkish national team fans proud when he played for Turkish national team and Galatasaray team. So we wish him a lot of luck. And that is, for a footballer, sometimes after 10, 15 years, the life doesn't stay as a footballer. You have to train yourself. If you want to be a coach, you got to train yourself, educate yourself to be better coach, just like Emre Belözoğlu and some of these young coaches are in the league, in the coaching in the Turkish Super League. We have to give a lot of kudos to Konyaspor coach. Konyaspor and Başakşehir are the only team hasn't lost a match so far after week 6. We will see what will happen in the week 7, but looking at the schedule, seeing Konyaspor playing against Galatasaray in Istanbul, and this should be the match of the weekend, if you ask me. And pretty much, I think if Galatasaray new transfers Icardi and Mata plays, they should be a very important match, and should more like Galatasaray should win this match with the 12th man on the stand in the front of their own fans. So with a win, Galatasaray could claim their first place, first time in a long time in the Turkish Super League, if they win. But Konyaspor is not an easy team to beat. So, and Başakşehir will be at home against Pirlo's team, Fatih Karagümrük, and that should be